We are many. Those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds, and men's thrives on the suffering of the damned. Rot in the solace in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals, in hope of harvest from our innocence. Tread lightly in the search for the voices and stories of the departed, for in shadow hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own hidden demons, and brings to life your deepest fear. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality in the search for life after life? Have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered, and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have. Maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers that are hidden behind the veil. Shed off the blinders and open your mind's eye and listen to their stories. We are they. We are Incarnate Paranormal.
And what is up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Do apologize about no show Friday work, and by the time I got home, I was just too freaking tired. It didn't take too long to go pick up the gear. I got home, and I'm like, I'm just too tired. I can't do it. I couldn't even keep my head up by the time I got home. Friday at work was dead. Uh, yeah, let's just say I spent most of the day doing training modules, minus doing 2 bullshit runs during the day, which part of the job I am the driver. But yeah, how you doing today, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, Friday, I just had no motivation. Yesterday, about the same. I do have some things coming for the stream. Let me see if I can bring this up real quick. Let me get this over to analyzing so we can see it. Otherwise, it's going to be blocked off and I'm going to look like a total tool. I just ordered this yesterday. Going to be doing... Friday was opposite, ended up being mentally, emotionally tired enough to fall asleep on stream last night. Ooh. Never done that, but I've been close. You know, I've gotten so tired on stream, I just start nodding. Especially when you get nothing but white noise. Don't feel bad. It happens to everybody. Used to game with a guy, God rest his soul. We do a game called Combat Arms together, first-person shooter, kind of like Modern Warfare and all those. All of us, you'd be talking to him, and all of a sudden you hear this. Just start snoring out of the blue. It's like, oh my God, dude, we're going to lose the game because you fell asleep. But, hung onto my Slimer just passed. I saw you hugging the Slimer, and that's kind of when it's like, yeah, he's about ready to tap out. But, yeah, this hot sauce has basic hot sauce all the way up to 1 million Scoville units. This ain't going to be cheap. I'm going to let you know now. The current hot sauce is $20 a piece, $20 a bottle to drink live on air. This one, because the 1 million It's going to depend on. I'm not going to drink the whole thing. I've watched some videos on this. They take a little scraper, put a little dab on it, and put it on their tongue. I'm not doing the whole bottle, even though it's like 0.7 ounces. I value my stomach way too much. But we're going to figure this out, and we're going to have more fun with the stream like we did Thursday when you sons of bitches had me do 8 bottles of hot sauce. But I did it to myself. I gave you guys a discount and said, yeah, let's see what happens. Lo and behold, one of my viewers donates 20 subs. 8 bottles of hot sauce later. I'm okay with it. Actually, it was 6 because somebody else donated. So, we left off at the hour 4-minute mark on Dead's H3VR Execution Viewing Room Night 2. So, we went an hour and 4 minutes without any EVPs. And these are the better recorders. The H3VR seems to be the best. People will debate that one. Just not getting any EVPs right now. This is like the 5th recorder straight where we haven't gotten anything. So let's get started with it. I've already gone through and enhanced the vocals so we don't have to worry about it. So everybody is aware, we still do have some of the hot sauces left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got 12 hot sauces left, with another 12 on the way tonight. They'll probably get here during the stream, but I'm not gonna make the challenges for this stream. Maybe start it tomorrow night, since tomorrow night is number 400. We made 400 shows. Oh my God. That's hard to believe. And birds. And for those who paranormal show fanatics, Destination Fear is not getting a season 5. They put that all over social media today. They are starting another project, so it's not the end of them. But they are looking into doing full-on YouTube series. Chelsea and Dakota, and they're some of the nicest people I've ever met in the field. I met them at Paracon here in Las Vegas a couple years back, and we sat and talked about Nevada State Prison for about an hour. You got a new name for your stream. The sound of silence. Windsor, how you doing, buddy? And Corgi, good to see you, buddy. But yeah, I'm sad Destination Fear is not getting another episode. But they're not done, which is good. I'm just hoping we get some EVPs tonight. Not much, Windsor, just kind of starting an early show tonight and see where the rest of Sunday takes us. I do have video lined up for, well, if we, maybe tomorrow night. We'll take a break from the rest of the H3VR, the static camera from Death Row. It's about 4.5 hours of basically just one cell block. We might dive into that tomorrow night for 400. Which I think we're going to do. The only only downside is we'll have to come back to the H3 VR, then go back and just do just the audio. Which means 5-hour video, then 5 hours of the same audio. That's what we do, guys. It'll definitely add a few shows. But tonight, stopped at the store this morning, picked up this new beer. Never seen it. It's called Cryo Stash. You guys know I don't drink on stream normally. Tonight and tomorrow night are going to be exceptions. So let's, I'm dreading this one. It's an IPA. I'm not big on IPAs. Ooh, that smells good. Let's try it. Not bad. While we're here, this is the hot sauces we have left. I said there's 12 of them. Main Ruins, Hawaiian Lava, Stay Golden. Rip off of the Outsiders, Stay Golden, Pony Boy. Come on. Egyptian Scarab, Rio de Janeiro, Habanero. Jamaican, Fez, Lava, Chipotle, Buffalo Style, and then Tiger Blood. Well, I pee yellow. I don't know what you're... I piss red, white, and blue. What can I say? I might want to get that checked out. And Benny's here. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, as always. Still kind of slow on EVPs, but we got an active chat tonight, so we're good. IP. Corgi, don't make me get the New York Post out. White who goes on bars. Always lots of booze. But that's good. That is good. Just hoping we have as much fun as we did on Thursday's show. Because that was torture. I ain't gonna lie. My stomach did not like me the next morning. I guess it's not good to mix that many hot sauces. I bet you're sure you like even less. It was interesting. Let's just leave it at that. But like I said, the next set of hot sauces should be even better. David, yeah, I had 8 hot sauces donated. Or enough for 8 hot sauces. Yeah, very nice is right. Thanks to MDS and Grinch. Grinch donated enough for 2, and MDS covered the rest. And I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I'm like, yeah, if I get the donations, if I get more viewers, I'll put the hot sauce back into rotation. I went from 2 viewers to 9, like that. I mean, immediately, everybody came in. I was like, somebody up there don't like me very much. But we had fun with it. next round's gonna be even worse. I know better, but I don't care. It's fun. I know my limitations. At least I'm not doing it with alcohol. Like I said, Twitch bans people for doing shots for money. What are they going to say? Hey, you're doing shots of hot sauce for money. Are you freaking stupid? I have my moments, but there ain't shit you can do about it because there's no law against eating food on stream. Next time I'll be eating molten iron. Windsor, I probably could have Thursday night. I probably could have eaten lava. And more birds. On top of that, I also have the jelly beans. I also have the spicy jelly beans. For if you sub, you get 2 spins, and I eat 2 jelly beans. If you donate $5, it's 2 spins. If you donate 20, it's a hot sauce.
We are the ones who dwell within.
Windsor, thank you so much for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Be glad I couldn't find my wallet. Next time, check in your wife's purse. I am so shocked that we've got nothing on audio. You have to get lucky and get the spin. And you remember, it's the random number generator. You don't get to choose your hot sauce. You get the random number generator like everybody else. But you figure with 12 left, anything's possible. I'm hoping that habanero gets saved until last. But the way I've jinxed myself, I'll probably get it next. But Jesus loves me. He doesn't love my stomach. And Windsor, what brings you to the stream? Are you here because of Ecto? You a friend of Ecto? Or you just stumble across the paranormal? I want to make hot sauces. I just need a name. Ecto told me, cool. Everybody who hasn't, please go give Ecto a follow. He does a lot of paranormal, does a lot of watching other videos, breaks them down, analyzes them. Real cool guy. Very fun stream. Jamaican Me Crazy. Yeah, Benny, that's a hell of a name. That's a hell of a name for a frickin' sauce. How about this one? Habanero Through My Heart. Just off the top of my head. Sounds stupid, but it might work. And more birds. Liquid Death, yeah. Several hot sauces out there with that. the new, if you're just getting in here, this is going to be the fun. Level 1 through 12. And I'm a purebred idiot for wanting to do this on stream. I got it on Amazon. Yeah, I found it on Amazon. I just did it quick. Like, I went onto YouTube and said, hot sauce challenges, hot sauces, and this is one of the first that came up. And they said I've watched the videos on them. They say a couple of them are just nasty. There's no flavor. It's just the taste of capsaicin. But a couple of the others, they said like 4 to 8 is nasty. And 9 to 12, they said it's really good. Have you ever had to do a hot sauce challenge? Way back in the day. So what have you done so bad that you need to punish your asshole? I can stand some hot sauces. It's mixing them that gets me. The hottest I've done habanero before. It's not bad. It all depends. But I've thought about doing the one chip challenge on stream. That would take one hell of a donation to do it. The toe of Satan, I won't do. So yeah, why not? It's amusement. So my stomach hurts for a couple hours. And at least you guys get a good laugh out of it. You can take some heat, but you don't enjoy it. One of the founding people of this channel, Gamebug TV, he has a capsaicin resistance, so he can do all that heat and not feel any of it. I can do moderate heat and be okay. Anything above habanero, I'm pushing it. And Corgi knows Bug. Corgi's good friends with Bug, and he'll tell you he's got that capsaicin resistance, and I hate it. Because I'd love to be able to just pop habaneros on stream. His resistance got us kicked out of a Mexican joint. Nice. I think he's done Ghost. He's got that full capsaicin resistance. About to make his ass walk home. That's funny. Or we can get anything on. That looks like birds. Section 1's not looking too good on this recorder, guys. I grew some ghost peppers last year, but too scared to try them. Dude's 500 pounds, lives on the other side of town from you. Welcome back, Ecto. You want to try all the heat challenges across the country. Good luck with that, Benny.
This all.
Sorry, guys. So if you haven't, please go give him a follow. think we're in for a couple minutes of birds here. Yep. Knew that was coming. You get to a point you recognize the signatures on the spectrum. You start to recognize them. And that's one thing about setting up equipment during the day. You have to deal with birds. At night, you got the coyotes and the owls. But the owls not so bad. You got to chase one all over the house, that parrot, right? And here's the downside. We can't just jump through this. There might be an EVP in here. You might even get an EVP of the spirits telling the birds just to shut up. We've gotten it before. Where'd she go? Asshole bird. Overgrown feather duster. Let's see. Get over to, there it is. Next up, after this recorder, 4 hours and 20 minutes of video of a static camera. Yeah. But, what do we know, guys? Now, how many days? And, thank you for posting that in Discord there, Echo. How many days? We're on the countdown to NSP Part 4. I need to know how many days. $172 days until Nevada State Prison Part 4. That's not that far away. That's not that far away. That's going to be here before I know it. But just remember, this time there's going to be hopefully there's going to be a lot more video. I have already added one more GoPro. I just need to add at least one or two more, so we can just have static cameras everywhere. Then I need to get the battery packs for them, which not cheap. But that's going to allow us even more. I want to get to where we have at least 300 shows to analyze one investigation over the course of 2 or 3 days. but there's going to be mini one nights here and there, and I guarantee that, and they're going to start probably next month. See who shows up tonight. I hope Dead shows up. I know if MDS shows up, we're gonna have some more fun. I'm expecting him to show up and actually torture me with the sauce tonight, since I wasn't here Friday. And Windsor, since your first time here, buddy, this is what we're analyzing. This is Nevada State Prison. Bottom building all the way around, all the buildings all the way up top. You got buildings 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So you got 7 buildings up top. You've got culinary over here on the right. The original courthouse right here on the bottom right. Original cell block where the L is. Execution, death row up in here, up on the top left. Did I go there and record a bunch? And now you're basically what I do, Windsor, is when I go investigate, I take like 20 digital recorders with me. I carry a GoPro and my Zoom H3 VR. The other digital recorders, I just set randomly throughout the prison wherever there's been known to be activity. So we go through between 15 and 19 digital recorders static over the course of an investigation. Then if anybody joins me, it's their plus their equipment and whatever recorders and cameras that they carry. So yeah, this is basically just, we're listening for EVPs. We are sitting at 316 EVPs right now through, well, into night 2. We still have basically a night and a half to investigate, plus all the video. And I do take some pictures. It's so hard to carry that much gear around. That's why I set it static and just let it be, so I don't have to dick with much gear. I'm carrying like I said, my GoPro, my recorder, and my flashlight. Anything else, I just go collect at the end of the night. So I'll go back through the pictures real quick. Yeah, more clicks, more door locks. We're just going to go through these real quick. This is the original cemetery. I've gone through this like 7 or 8 times already, but for those who haven't seen it, that's the original hotel that sat on the prison grounds. It pretty much burned down. We do know a small child died there. Beyond that, there's no records of names, though. That's the eagle that sat on top of the hotel. One of the most active areas in the prison is culinary. all the way up the hill. And as I've said, from where I'm at to the last building on top of the hill is 6/10 of a mile. It's a long walk. And this clown, as I've said many times, if you wanted to know Neil Pitney, top right of the screen next to the neon sign is Mr. Neil Pitney, probably one of the most sadistic people that ever stayed in Nevada State Prison. This guy was a clown. See how small the cells actually were. Cell blocks 1862 to 2012. I believe this is actually from closer to the early 1900s because they did rebuild the prison at one point. Just forget the years. Ooh, look at the orbs. Look at the spirits. Look at the orbs. That's called dust. You got 3 spirits coming at me. Oh no, I'm gonna be attacked. Yeah, exactly. Look at all the ghosts. It's haunted. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4. And I always say this before I get to these next pictures. Twitch, I can't control this. This is inside a prison. This is tagging inside of a prison. I didn't put it there. This was put there by prisoners, not cleaned up to preserve the historical value. So there are some offensive symbols in the next picture, or in the next few pictures. Here's Johnny. And we've got someone wishes he was an artist. Poor work. That's actually not a terrible drawing. So, ECC 11/27/2000. So, 12 years before the prison was closed. This is the storage cave back from the early days of the prison. This is where they kept all the food and stuff in the winter. We were lucky to get in here for this sole reason. The cave is collapsing. Everything's starting to fall down on the beams. We were lucky to get in here. And one of the recorders we're going to have to go through, sitting in this cave for 5.5 hours. Back in culinary again. Look at all the spirits. Oh my God, it's so haunted. They're going to get me. They're going to attack me. Anybody who knows anything about investigating, even day one investigators, they're going to see all the dust on all the tables and the floor. And they're going to be like, somebody needs to clean that shit. And you could see I have a little handshake in my pictures. This is the #1 culprit of rookie investigators, even seasoned investigators, is handshake when taking a picture. They get a little bit of motion blur in the pictures and they think they have a ghost. This pisses me off more than orbs. Get steadier hands. Don't drink so much caffeine before an investigation. Just as soon as you walk through, the ghosts start flying around. Right? And they're all gone. Oh my God, they left me. They left me all alone. And you notice my hands are a lot calmer. And there's one of the static recorders. I try to photograph them so we know. And it's 67.6 or no, that's 57.6 degrees in there. TM, no. Here, let me go. Let me finish this up. Then I'll show you why it won't. It won't damage anything. Yeah, that's why I say these are drawings. I have no control over it. Some of the more vulgar ones I had to delete because they would get me a TOS ban. The Native American ceremonial area, again. Memory of Claude, one of the employees of the prison. Okay, this is why it won't. There's no building on top. You see right on the other side of the basketball court that the gate right behind the basketball goal. This is a cave that's collapsing. The only thing it's going to do is probably take out over to the light pole, between the light poles. Either that or just the stones are going to drop down. So it's not going to do any true damage. Now, I'm glad you asked that, TM. A lot of people have wondered about that. Is it going to do any further damage to the prison? No. But it will destroy part of the historical part of the valley because there is a cave here on the other side that has petroglyphs in it. And if it destroys the petroglyphs, then it destroys history. And those petroglyphs go back 10,000 years. So that's the only thing they're really worried about. Urinal in the prison yard. Barber chair. License plate factory, which we didn't get to go into. And execution. And you see, I got shaky hands too. I still make the mistake. And last night's cells. So there again, there's a lot. I mean, it's over 1 million square feet and a lot of walking. Dead Ned 007 and I, we put on between 11 and 13 miles a night walking that prison. I said about Destination Fear. I did get a chance to meet them. They were hanging out with Nevada State Prison Paranormal. Great bunch of people. I didn't get David. My regulars, you, me for now. Oh man, as compared to last night. That jump scare usually gets people, but if it doesn't, oh well. I have fun with it. It gets people every now and then. It got TM, got his ears. It was on loud. That's why I turn it on for you guys and leave it off for me. You guys get me enough with the sound effects. Which is all good. That's why we're here, to have fun. Lucky you don't have enough points for a knock. Save them up. See if I... Remember, I always have the redneck jump scare too. Or the redneck sound alert. Is it going to even play? Probably not. Why it didn't? I don't know. We're about to find out. Jason Voorhees meets Deliverance. That would make a great movie. Just more loud and annoying than anything. Okay, guys, keep listening for the audio. I will be right back. Alright, guys, hopefully I didn't miss anything. Well, look what just arrived. Oh shit. All right, we got 12 sauces. While we're waiting for the EVPs, let's go through these real quick. Level 1 is jalapeno. Level 2 is jalapeno habanero. 3 is jalapeno habanero powder. 4 is jalapeno habanero powder and ghost pepper. Oh shit. Let's jump up to 8. 8 is jalapeno habanero powder, ghost pepper powder, scorpion pepper powder, and Carolina Reaper. Jesus Christ. 11 is jalapeno habanero powder, ghost pepper powder, scorpion powder, Carolina Reaper powder times 2. 2 million Scoville unit. 12 is jalapeno habanero powder, ghost pepper powder, scorpion pepper powder, Carolina Reaper powder times 3, and 1 million Scoville capsaicin extract. Yeah. Not doing that one. It's not you that's going to have to do them. It's going to be me. So, yeah. There's going to be price tags going on these. You guys want to kill me that much? Come on, Ecto. Feel the burn. I might regret those last 2 or 3. Oh, Lord. I do with the jelly beans and the beef jerky. That's more than enough. If you like jerky, if you want great jerky, there, Ecto, this is the best beef jerky you'll ever find. They have Carolina Reaper jerky, they have ghost pepper jerky, they have snake jerky, shark jerky, pepper jerky. Yeah, I'll tell you now, the Carolina Reaper and the ghost pepper jerky are not terribly spicy, but they are spicy. They're not unbearable. It's a lingering heat, not an overbearing heat. Right, Windsor? That's like some backwoods shit there. Where do you get your jerky? Same place I get my shine, from some dude named Jed. The shark one is actually terrible, Corgi. It's rubbery as hell. They actually took it off the shelves for about 2 years. I don't know if they brought it back yet. But it's like eating a piece of rubber. It was terrible. The snake jerky, about the same. It's very rubbery. All the clicks. The ghosts are locking us in. Or out. Yeah, they've got buffalo. They have hog too certain times of the year. Shark steaks are good. Yeah, 100%. I don't know if they carry it anymore. You can check on the link. Uh, Last time I was at one of the stores, they said they took it off because it wasn't very popular. It was like, all right, I tried it and wasn't for me. Wait, talking about fake evidence, I followed one that claimed to do paranormal stuff, but the only thing he did was listen to one of the box with the programmable sounds in his own room. I would have shamed his ass. I believe in paranormal unity. Don't get me wrong, but when somebody is trying to pull just some stupid BS, you gotta expose them. Like, what are you doing? My room is haunted. No, it's not. You just need to clean. But I can smell demons. It's got sulfur. Go wash your dirty drawers and you'll be fine. Trust me on this. If it was a demon, you'd know it. And I tell everybody, it's like, so many teams out there. So many teams. We got a demonic investigation. No, you don't. This is my 5th demonic this year. No, it's not. But I'm a demonologist. No, you're not. Are you appointed by the church? No, then you're not. But neither was Ed Warren. And you're just like, this is going to be a painful discussion. I've been on almost 900 investigations. I've had one demonic. And it was probably 2 years into my paranormal career. That's a ghost fart, right? That's why you don't eat beans before an investigation. Or eggs. You'd love my dinner tonight. What'd you have? Hard-boiled eggs and beer? I got the beer covered. Fresh deer steak. Ooh. Yeah, I'm jealous. But seeing all these teams, oh, demonic. I hope to God you're not telling your clients this. Because 1, you're going to scare your client. 2, you're going to make it worse. Most demons just negative entities trying to bully, scare people into getting whatever it wants. I don't even call that demons. Oh, hold on. Cell door slamming. You've got negative spirits, you've got malevolent spirits, you got mischievous spirits. If you got a demon, you're gonna know. It's just gonna be bad all the way around. I've been bullied by spirits and I've been thrown and I've called them out and they back down. It's just like demons aren't gonna back down from you for one. I was skimming his VOD without sound, but when he got live, I found out what kind of stream it was. Understandable. We've all been. I've come across channels and I'm going, Then there's like, I stumbled across Ectos. I like what he does. He's honest about it. You know, he's, oh, this is bullshit. It's like, all right, I can stick around for this. Kalani Ghost Hunter. Kalani's another good guy. Does a lot of live investigations. There's a couple others I can't think of offhand, but they're there. And you know, out of the entire Twitch community, I think there's probably about 2 or 3 dozen paranormal channels, but there's only like 4 or 5 that stream, and that's it. Not very many of, not many of them do actual live analyzing. God, I forgot the name of their channel already. Shit. I gotta look this up, otherwise it's gonna drive me crazy right now. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. With Interface Death. Interface Death. I don't know how much they stream anymore on Twitch, but he used to analyze a lot of stuff. A lot of these paranormal stories, and he'd go through and break them down. Great bunch of guys. They're out of Ohio, I think. I think on my next stream, Ouija session, I'm sure it'll be fine. You call a Ouija session, you're going to have a bunch of people come in. You aren't going to have a lot of people come in starting shit. What's his name? Something with Justin Brown is Interface Death. That's why I've got a haunted Ouija in my cabinet behind me. I took it off one of my residentials. That thing will never come out of the box. I could. I'm crazy, not stupid. If you know what you're doing with the Ouija, you'll be fine. If you know how to properly open and close, you'll be good. But I don't suggest it. That's probably. I try to scientifically look at things in a lot of the mystical ways, like dowsing rods. Dowsing rods are fine. They use them to find water. They deal with magnetic poles. Let me pause this audio real quick. As long as you hold your hands straight, don't rock, don't move. You have to have basically put your arms on against your sides so you don't move at all. Keep your hands perfectly level, perfectly still. Dowsing rods are fine, but as soon as you tilt one way or the other, the rods are going to spin. I actually did a live. I got interviewed by Fox 5 News here in Las Vegas, and I got one of the reporters to do a dowsing rod session. Told her how to use them. She had her hands perfectly still, and they started spinning live on air. It was crazy. But if you don't know how to use dowsing rods, don't do it. I can understand what's one scary story, but that'll lose off and call it real. Yeah. Everybody thinks everything is haunted. You know, a lot of the. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, that's just a car. So many teams go in, everything's haunted. Everything is haunted. It doesn't matter, it's haunted. No, it's not. I think you've told me about this, Korg. A lot of the TV shows, when they first started, Ghost Hunters, when they first started the residentials on air, there were majority of them were not haunted. They were able to explain it. And that's why I respected them for a while. It's not haunted. Thank you for being real about it. It teaches investigators to analyze every possibility. But yeah, Ecto, I don't mess with Ouijas either. If anybody breaks out one on one of my investigations, they're escorted to the door. And if I'm in a bad enough mood, they'll get kicked off the team like that. Go back a bit. It was a car. But yeah, David, always good to go back. I always say this: if you think you even hear something, let me know when I go back, because I want to be 100% sure that we're not missing something. All right, Ecto. Yep, somebody's car alarm. Yeah, that's what. And I'll say this. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I usually don't. Wait, I'll wait. I'll wait till Ecto gets back on this one. Okay, we're not getting anything out of this. I am surprised we're not getting anything out of. They still until they got sued. Leave it to somebody to do some shit like that. You're not letting us in. I'm gonna sue you. It's like someone actually found something. Oh, okay. And got messed with. Don't you sign waivers to go in? Most places have waivers. We're not responsible for injury, attachments, or spiritual attacks. And that's the majority of all places anymore. We are not responsible if you get thrown across a room. We are not responsible if you take something home with you. You know, we're not responsible for the spirits insulting you. But no, I don't want to save it. It just it bothers me. It flat out bothers me. People know the risks in the paranormal and they don't care. I didn't know it was this serious. Then why'd you go? I thought it was like it was on TV. Well, we told you when you came in, this is nothing like TV. I didn't listen. Not my problem. I said I've told this story a couple times. I had this couple that wanted to join when I was running Sin City Paranormal or helping run it. The guy and his girlfriend came in. They're like, "Oh, okay, we want to join. You know, this, that, yada, yada, yada." We explained to him this is a very active location, but it's nothing bad. There's some possibly angry spirits here, but they don't injure you. They don't bother you. They pretty much just tell you to get out. And they're like, "Okay, we can deal with this." And that night it was a semi-active night. I've had nights there when we couldn't stop getting evidence. But then again, I've had nights where we didn't get anything. And during training sessions, it's good to get evidence. Well, the girlfriend was really into it. They were in one of the areas of the museum, and something happened. And it's one of the areas where there's an angry spirit. Something got knocked over or something, and he got scared. I'm leaving. You're not leaving until it's over. The rule of thumb is on investigations, if you go in with 8 people, you leave with 8 people. Unless somebody gets violently ill or injured, you finish the night with the people you started with. It's that balance of energy has to remain constant. I don't care. I'm leaving. I'm scared. I'm scared. It's like, you know what? Just go. We're going to keep your girlfriend here. And she told him flat out, she goes, I'm not leaving. I'm having fun. The guy went out in the car and pouted for the next 2 hours. We went to the people, taking care of the place, opened the door, let him out, said, you're not getting back in, locked the doors. We went back to investigating. She had the time of her life saying, I haven't had this kind of experiences. This is cool. She goes, but I'm not going to be able to join because my boyfriend won't. So it's like we lost a potential member because her boyfriend's a pansy. Yeah, Windsor right. Pansy. Exactly. I've been here the entire time. You just didn't pop up in chat. So we might begin. This is just nuts. Section 1, nothing. Section 2, we might not have a lot either. This is going to be crazy. Especially in execution viewing, not getting anything. Ugh. But, it's... I don't believe deads. Don't make me give you the test. I wish people would stop trying to force the paranormal. Everything's active. No, it's not. There's spirits everywhere. Know the history. Compare it to your results. Not too hard to do. By the way, guys, this beer, Cryo Stash, is flippin' amazing. They just don't always want you to know about it. Yeah. Like I say, you are in life as you are in death. If you're one of those types of people that you have to get to know somebody before you communicate with them, then you've got to go back numerous times. My first trip to Nevada State Prison, I didn't get a lot of evidence. Second time, I got more. Third time, we're finding out. It's... the fourth trip there, it's going to be fun. Doc says no. That sucks. Places you go into, the spirits might just yammer all night. And we've all... those of us that have been on investigations know. You just, if the spirits trust you, yeah, they're going to talk to you. I don't think they see us per se as you're looking somebody face to face. I think they see our energy. I think they see our energy. And if they see a friendly energy, they're more apt to communicate with you than if you go in there like some, bullheaded people. Oh, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I command you to do this. You need to do this, you need to do that. Open this door. If I was a spirit, I'd be like, fuck you. Almost sounded like a chair jagging. It did. Yeah, dead you were. Remember NSP Part 1? I wasn't the friendliest person in the world. I was a little bullish, but I wasn't disrespectful. And that, I think, is what saved me. Second year, they remembered me. Third year, as we heard about 10 shows ago, I got an apology for them attacking me from year 1. So it's all a matter of building that rapport with them, especially a prison. You go in the first time, you're the new fish. They're not going to have a lot to say. Go back for a second stay. Hey, this guy's back to see us. Maybe he's not so bad. Go back a third time. Oh my God, he's back. I go back a fourth time. Hey, you guys consider me family now? You just never know. Fourth time you're back, you're basically a part of the crew. Well, third time I think I was, because they were asking for me through the spirit box. And for Windsor and Ecto there, between Investigation 2 and Investigation 3 of the prison, Susan, one of the docents, called me up and said the spirits asked for me through the spirit box. They were taking a day tour through parts of the prison. Susan takes a spirit box to try to communicate with it for the tour, and through the spirit box, it's clear as day. Where's Brent? Of course, she has to stop the tour. Everybody's like, who's Brent? Hold on. Not paranormal. And it's like, yeah, she had to stop and say Brent is an investigator who's been here a couple of times, and the spirits want to talk to him. So they're asking where he's at. They see people coming in. They want to know if he's there. So it's like that's a cool feeling that the spirits actually ask for me. Kind of creepy as hell too. You got the spirits in a prison asking for you. Like, wait, they're still men. They were criminals at one point, but they're still men. So me showing that kindness to them that the judges, the guards, or other prisoners might not have shown them, that they respect that enough to say, okay, he was kind to me. Do the ghosts also dream about you? I hope so. I hope they dream about me. The one guy who went in and treated him like a friend. I hope they dream about having a beer with me, because I've made that joke. I wish we would have met on the outside so we could have a beer together. So, nothing wrong with that. They dream about me, more power to them. And hopefully that's all they're dreaming about. They're just happy to have someone to talk to. Amen to that, Ecto. And that's I don't ask the normal questions. You know, it's like, hey, you know, it's like my when I invest, I'll thinking about bringing up one of the old videos. It gets lonely in more ways than one. Well, that's on them. Wasn't there that lady ghost? There was one of the female ghosts. Yes, several. I think there was two or three of them actually. You know, getting thank yous and I'm sorries and you know just some of these EVPs and they're just like you see a human side. She probably did because I don't go in as a threat. You know, that's the worst thing you can do investigating a prison. Go in as a threat. Hey, you know what, guys? I'm just here to talk to you. Yeah, and TM, thank you for pointing that out. I'm going to pause real quick. And I've said this on I don't know how many shows. You know, tomorrow night's number 400. I've probably said this on at least 100 shows. Don't ask the same drab questions. Well, you can say what's your name. You know, introduce yourself. My name is Brent. Could you tell me your name, please? So I know who I'm talking to. You know, how old are you? What's your age? Questions you do not ask on investigations. How did you die? When did you die? There's ways around it because you can confuse spirits. You know, some spirits, they don't know they're dead. And this comes from one of former teammate who will be rejoining Incarnate here into this month. He asked the question, when did you die? The EVP response he got was, what do you mean? I'm dead? You just confused the spirit. Now it's going to be 10 times worse. There's other ways around how did you die? Or when did you die? What's your last memory? You're not asking how they died, you're asking about a memory. So you can do things without confusing or making them aggravated. You know, it's when's your birthday? You know, same. You know, it's like, hey, who's your favorite sports team? You like football? What do you miss most about being on the outside? Yeah, you're reminding them that they're in prison, but you're asking about what they miss about freedom. It's a fair question. You know, and that goes more so for residential investigations. Trying to be subtle. But you also got to tie it into all your investigations. Just bullshit like we do in here. I mean, come on. It's you bullshit with them, they're going to be like, who's this guy? He thinks he's one of the guys. All right, let's have fun with this. And that's that's right near the recorder. And I don't know where that could be coming from. A big click. You know, and that's the downside. We don't know where it's coming from. From having cameras and execution viewing, I think that's residual. And a lot of these clicks, we did not hear with our own ears when we were in there physically investigating, which leads me to believe most of those are going to be residual. I think out of all of them, we heard up in 11, we were able to debunk that it was the rotunda, the wind coming through the rotunda that was causing clicking. And there was one in 12 we were not able to debunk. So majority of those, yeah, guys, they're flat out going to be residual. Now, if it gets any more intense than that one, we're going to take a closer look and save it. I mean, if it's like a cell door slamming shut, we're really going to start analyzing. Ecto, yes. They're like click, click, and not click, click. When we were up in wherever, well, we had the three in a row. It was like click, click, click. It's like, okay, there's 3 clicks, but it repeated every couple minutes. The same pattern, the same the same signal strength, everything, just matched up. Which leads me to believe, yes, that's going to be residual because it matches on a time frame. Were they the electric locks for the cells? Who knows? It's stuff you got to analyze. Like, people don't think about breaking things down that far. Oh, it's evidence. No. 90% chance, no. And Ecto, and I've said this one before too, when you investigate, you've got to know not only your surroundings, but your team. And I beat a dead horse with this one. You got to know your team. You got to know how they breathe. You got to know how they walk. You got to know how they talk. You got to know the sounds of their clothes, the sounds of their cough, the sounds of their sneeze, the sounds of their wheeze, and the sounds of their bodily fluids. If they break wind on the investigation, you got to know what that sounds like to debunk it. If they got an upset stomach and you hear that grumbling on the recorder, which heard it on mine, we've had it a couple of times. Oh yeah, that's Fred's fart. And yes, 100%. I was investigating a brothel down in Williams, Arizona. And it's an old brothel, and it's only 6 bedrooms on a second floor. The hallway is no more than 6 feet wide and about 30 feet long. I had a recorder set up in one of the bedrooms. I was in the other side of the room I was staying in, investigating, and one of the girls walked by the recorder, unbeknownst that it was there, and let one rip. I mean, flat out let it rip. And one of the other girls was like, "You do realize Brent has a recorder sitting right on that dresser?" And here she comes, "Brent, you gotta delete that. You gotta realize I analyzed live on air. I'm not gonna say your name. I'm not gonna say who broke wind, but it's not getting deleted. I'm using this as a training session. People gotta know what to listen for in investigations." She was pissed off for about 5 minutes and just started laughing. She just goes, "It is what it is." I'm going, "Yeah, it is what it is because I'm not deleting it. I don't care how nice you are to me. It stays because there might be an EVP on either side of it." Toads, how you doing? And the clip goes in the fart file. Like, since we're on this is, let me bring this up real quick. Shit, where is it? Let's see if I can find this real quick. I don't know if, let's play this while I find this video clip. Unless one rip. Jesus, Becky. Right, Ecto? I told you, Becky, to keep your inner demons to yourself. Be like, oops. Where this video is at. All right, this is from. Let me pause this. I've played this video a few times, but this is from Nevada State Prison, year 2, or was it year 2 or year 1? Whichever. I think it was year 2. I had just started getting sick. I mean, I started getting really sick, but this is sitting in last night's cells. I literally started getting like bubble guts beyond belief, to the point where I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was gonna shit myself. This is only it's only 40 seconds, so this is the clip of it. You guys will get the idea. So let's play this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole and other esteemed guests that are here with me right now. I am gonna end this session. You don't want me to leave. You want me to stay. You want me to stay and talk to you? I can do that. I will stay and talk to you. Thank you. Thank you for making yourself known.
So the whole clip, the both sets of the video, it's almost an hour, and the meter didn't go off the entire time with me talking. So you can take vibration out of the equation, because the Eddie Plus picks up vibration. So, and that's why it's like they didn't go off until I got ready to leave. The vibration from my voice in a small cell. Okay. And you did see it on Instagram. Okay. The activity in there, I went from feeling 100% to my stomach was doing cartwheels. When I ended that session, I ran to the bathroom. And from last night's to the bathroom is, let's see, about 100, 200, about 200, 250 yards. To see an investigator running, clinching for over 200 yards is a funny sight. And Duds will even verify how far of a run that actually is. But also, guys, remember again, tomorrow night, we are going to take a break from this audio, and we are going to do a video tomorrow night, static camera, Death Row, for the 400th show. I think it's only fitting to do video for 400. There's no buckets up there. There's nowhere to go to the bathroom other than in the office. I didn't know I was going to get sick. Like, I was perfect all night, and this was at the end of the night. My own. Nobody wants to carry around a bucket or even a piss bottle. That's that much more shit you got to carry around. And if you're walking around that prison all night, you don't want to carry much more. And that's a downside, guys, is trying to remain close to a bathroom. And that's one of the main reasons Nevada State Prison does not allow, people to sleep in the jail, in the prison. No facilities, close. The other is fire code. It's not up to fire code, so you really can't sleep there. Which they're trying to change that and get fire extinguishers in there. I'd love to be able to sleep in last night's cells. I think that'd be the coolest thing in the world. I don't think they'd let me sleep, but I'd have a camera on me all night. I'd just pull blankets over, put a camera on me from a distance, and see what happens. You gotta remember, they're spending the last less than 24 hours of their life in that little cell. We're going to do good by taking a break tomorrow night because we've got, well, 41. A lot of silence to go through. And I'll be honest, this recorder right now in Execution Viewing Room, this is the deadest recorder we've ever had in there. We usually don't go more than 15 or 20 without an EVP. So, night 2, not looking so sharp right now. It'll change once we start investigating. I ain't worried. I ain't scared. This goes. I'm gonna bring up a video back from year 1 of Nevada State Prison. Be aware this. You'll.
Recording stopped. Interesting. I think it stops at 5.
Okay, wrong video, guys. Sorry about that. But that's. I'm gonna take the camera back with me this year. My Pentax KS2 full spectrum with IR strobes. So this year I'm going to be doing strobe photography, or at least strobe video. Something I've just been toying with the past few years. I think strobe photography is going to start growing. I wish just more people would try it. I don't know anybody else in the field who has. I'm gonna have to go back through a couple of these to make sure I'm not showing something I shouldn't. I don't know, guys. Some possibilities right here. We'll see. But that's another downside right there, guys. If I take the Pentax with me with that adds another video camera. I don't know if I want to put that strobe photography static. That might not be a bad idea, especially near execution or even death row. Culinary might not be a bad idea. D block where they've seen a blob, a weird shape that just kind of morphs down the cell block. There's 4 places I could put the IR camera. Problem is, how long is the battery going to last? But I do apologize about the lack of evidence tonight. The horrors of being a paranormal investigator. Hundreds of hours of silence. Kind of just drives you crazy. Well, at least you get to talk to us all. Windsor, that's the main thing right there, is engaging with my community. Anybody who has questions on the paranormal and just socializing in general. It's freaking great. And the good thing, so many people have so many questions about the paranormal and they're afraid to ask. That's why one of the main reasons I started this is to try to teach people. Try to help people. Got to be excruciating by yourself for hours and hours. Windsor, you ain't lying. 6 years ago, I didn't have this much equipment. So it's easy to go through 4 or 5 recorders because you're only investigating 1, maybe 2 nights. So at most, you've got 10 hours of audio to go through. You do that in 3 days. I've got 500 hours to go through. What better way to do a show, build a community, and have the community help analyze the evidence, and they can suffer with you. And they can bullshit with each other while we're listening. But the longest I've ever done is about 6 hours by myself. By that time, my ears were ringing, and I was so tired I couldn't even keep my head up. The longest show I ever did was like 4 hours, and I had like 2 viewers that weren't engaging very much. So I'm just sitting there going, kind of just that head bob, that head nod, like, yeah, I'm gonna drop here. But as much as I love Nevada State Prison, 16 hours? Jesus. I could not do this for 16 hours. I'd have to put together every single video I've ever done to do 16 hours. I probably could. The longest I've ever gamed was about 30 something. but I wasn't streaming at that time. I didn't even know about streaming. So if I were to do all the video, go back over all the video evidence, I could probably do 16 hours. But that's a lot of video. Yeah, Deds, I know you've done several 24s. I've been a part of them. I've watched you game, and I just like, I can't watch anymore. I'm going to sleep. I'll call this. But there were a couple. I did get a couple of games Saturday morning. Steam's having a decent little sale right now. So I got Oregon Trail and I got Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger was one of my favorite games when it came out. I had a few days off before and after to do a 24 just to prep. And last night is any evident. Yeah, that's my biggest fear is I just nod off. And the problem is when I get tired and annoyed, I turn into a prick. Nobody wants to be around me. I'd start getting aggravated. I'd start losing it. There would have to be, I don't want to say guaranteed evidence, but there need to be guaranteed evidence for me to even make it. Yeah, we still need to pursue jump scares to keep Ecto awake. Yeah, I totally agree with that. It didn't work last night. He just, I don't even have any, well, Heather tried and you slept through it. That's why you need to kind of just turn on Discord, keep it in the background, and have people come in and go, wake up, and just toy with you while you're sleeping. That way we can come in and scream at you while you're sleeping. I agreed. If you got people to talk to, it makes it very easy. But my foot fell off your footrest and then you woke up. Maybe it was a ghost that threw it off. Make sure they could hear it. Exactly. If Discord was muted, lightning strike sound. Make sure somebody has a pet. Make sure somebody, if you're going to do something to somebody on Discord like that, make sure they have like a cat or a dog and put dog puking sounds. Like a dog or a cat's getting ready to cough up a hairball or something, and you play that sound. That will wake up somebody faster than anything. Is a sound of a pet getting ready to puke. You'll come out of a coma to get your pet out to puke. Be like, you hear that? This the life support going, beep, beep, beep. You're like, huh? Get that dog outside, and just lay right back down and go back to your coma. Tell me I'm wrong. For the pet owners out there, tell me I'm wrong. You don't want to step out in the dark with bare feet. That's why that sound will wake anybody up. That will wake up anybody. Have seen people sleep on stream. Yeah, people actually stream that now. There's a category for just sleeping. What the ever living hell, Twitch? And I'm calling out Twitch right now. You'll give people a just sleeping channel, but you won't give us a paranormal channel. Get your heads out of your backsides. Give us a paranormal channel. If you can give it to the sleeping people, you can give it to us because we are interacting with our viewers. That's for the uncapped 7. So. At Windsor, right? There's thousands of people watching somebody sleep. In the science category. And that's kind of why I stay with talk shows and podcasts. I got my stats for last year. My stats last year, I was in the top 1% of talk shows and broadcast streamers. I couldn't believe it. It's like, wait a minute, I have between 2 and 9 viewers, and I'm in the top 1%. It's because I did so many shows. I have more airtime than most everybody else on the channel, or on the category. I could not believe that I had that many or that high of a rating in the channel. But look where we're at. We have a small, amazing community. I am in talk shows and podcasts. I will not go to just chatting. If I go to just chatting, I have to deal with getting past all the titty streamers and all the bullshit. I'll stay right where I'm at in talk shows. My stream analysis I got like January 3rd. They give it to you right at the very end of the year. Hot tub streams. You know what? You guys don't stop messing with me. I'll freaking put a bikini on and stream. Not really, but just ain't no way I'm doing that. Hot tub streams. No. Just no. That'd be a mankini with a sausage hammock. Just ain't happening, guys. I don't care how much you tip, it ain't gonna happen. That's from the first investigation. It's from NSP Part 1. Nice. I thought I threw that away. Alright, guys, we literally have a whole lot of nothing here. All right, guys, we are approaching that 2 hour mark. We're gonna call the show here. We stopped at 39-minute mark on this section 2 of the recorder, still with no EVPs. I think they like it when you're around to talk. I think so too. Guys, if you even looking through the rest of the recorder, I don't think there's gonna be much until we get in there. Night 2 is slower than shit. At this point, we on night 1 we already had like 60 or 70 EVPs, and we're like what 4 recorders in already, 5 recorders, with almost nothing to show for it. I mean, hell, let's look. Come on, open the file. Night 2. We're on night 2, so. Already got most of this typed up. So we are 6 recorders in, and we've only got maybe, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 45 or 46 EVPs on night 2. This is terrible. But we had the same dry spell last year and came back and had EVP after EVP. So it's going to happen, guys. We just got to be patient with this. And like I said, tomorrow night, we're taking a break from audio. Tomorrow night's video is, hold on, let me get over to it. Excuse me. Oh God. The entire section of Dead's GoPro in Death Row is, let's see, 2 hours 22 minutes. 4 is about 3 hours and 58 minutes. We're not going to do that all tomorrow night. We're going to do the first section, which is when it's still daylight, which is the first 2 hours. The second 2 hours is in pure darkness, and that's 2 hours and 22 minutes. That second part is going to be tough because we're going to be looking at a black screen, listening for EVPs, only to turn around, load it up into Adobe, and re-listen to the audio. So what we might do is just do the daytime video, then do the audio of it, then just do the audio of part 2, so we're not looking at just a black screen. I don't know. We'll play it by ear and see what you guys think when we get to it. I truly thank you guys for tuning in tonight, spending 2 hours of your life analyzing audio, which there was almost nothing tonight, and just being a great chat all the way around. You guys made it a lot of fun, again, and I thank you for it. You guys have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks again.